MacBook Air A2179. Dead, no coming on. Can we fix it? Let's have a look. Hi, welcome back to another video. Today we'll have a look at this MacBook Air. I think it's an M1, and it came in with dead, no power. So pressing the power button, you see nothing happened. Okay, now plugging the USB meter. Okay, let's turn it around. You see it's negotiating the 20 volts, and it's only taking about, okay, so I think it's booting now. 300, 500, and we have image on the screen, but it hangs like that. Now pressing the power button and it goes to 0. You see it's not charging. 100 milliamps. Okay, so let's have a look. I already removed the screws, so we have the battery in here. What we want to do is we want to check if this current goes into the battery. So okay, I think it's just came on again. Let's turn it off. Okay, and we got 50 milliamps. Now if we unplug the battery, basically nothing happened. Okay, so what we want to check next, we want to check the battery. Okay, let's see if this fuse in here is working fine. Okay, we have this fuse in here. Okay, so let's put one probe on the ground. Let's see, in here we have, so I have 12 volts on this side of the fuse. Okay, so the laptop is sending power to the battery is not working. Let's see, does this battery has any voltage at all? Okay, so let's see, from here to, zoom out a little bit. You see we have plus and minus of the battery. Okay, plus in here, minus in here, and we have 4 volts. Okay, we have the fuse in here, and this fuse is equal. Let's check this fuse. I think this fuse is dead. Okay, so you see the fuse. I don't know if you can see it properly. That's the fuse. Okay, let's see from here to here. Okay, so the fuse is okay. The fuse is not blown. Okay, let's try to push some current into the battery. Okay, so we take the power supply. Okay, let's put it on. What's the rating on this battery? This battery is this battery is 11.4 volts. Okay, so let's put 12 volts. Okay, so we have plus and minus. Okay, let's go minus in here and plus in here, and the battery is charging. Okay, maybe we are lucky and the battery is not locked. Okay, let's wait. I think it needs a bit more, but let's see. If I plug in the battery now, is it going to come on? Of course not. This stuff is going to be this simple. Let's see if it's at least charging now. Okay, let me turn it off. Do I have any voltage on the connector? The board looks absolutely mint. This cable looks like someone played in here or something. Other than that, let's see if we have any voltage in here. So here to here, here to here. Okay, so this is a plus, minus, nothing, 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 nothing. Okay, we have 3 volts in here. We have 3 volts in here. We have nothing in here. Okay, so it shows 9 volts now. Let's see. Do I have any voltage in that fuse with the adapter disconnected? 2.4, 2 volts. Okay, let me charge a little more the battery. Okay, so I charged the battery to about, let's see, 11 volts more or less. Okay, and like we've seen, the fuse is okay. You see the fuse is fine. You see the fuse is good. The second MOSFET, this MOSFET in here, it had 0 on the gate and it wasn't opening, so I thought let me open it manually. So I took voltage from the gate of the first one to the second one and opened the MOSFET manually. And if we check now on the fuse, we have, okay, let me remove the power. On the fuse we have 10 volts now, you see. And if we check the rest of the pins in here, we have in here 10 volts, nothing, nothing, 0.2, this can be right, 0.2, nothing, and nothing. Okay, these two are ground, okay, but these three in here are communication pins. So 0.2, this is not very good communication. Now let me remove, no, I'm not gonna remove, let me plug in the battery again, okay, and let me plug the power connector, the USB, and let's check the pins again. Okay, so the pins again in here, we now have 7 volts. Okay, and then this pin that was nothing now is 3.3. okay, this pin that was nothing now is 3.3. this pin is still nothing, and the ground. So there is communication with the battery from the laptop side, but I think the battery is locked. The BQ locked the battery. So let me remove these cables from, let me first unplug the battery. Let me remove this cable from here. Okay, one. Let me remove the second one. Okay, now let me remove this wire. You wanna be very careful because this wire has current to it. Okay, it has 11 volts in it. Okay, now it doesn't have any more voltage. Okay, so if we clean a little bit, okay, let's clean it. Now the MOSFETs are not a problem, okay? Let's not blame the MOSFETs. You see how the fuse looks like? Okay, this is a heated fuse. Now check it out. Okay, now this is a heated fuse, okay? Let's put this in continuity and let's see. From here to here, you see we have continuity. You see, you have this fuse in here, you see? This wire from one side to another, you see this is the fuse. And then you have the heater in here, okay? This plate in there is the heater. And then you have a rosin on top. So what's happening when the BQ wants to blow this fuse, is going to start heating this this plate in here, and the rosin will heat it from the plate you will burn this wire. Okay, so who's responsible for locking the battery? Now keep in mind the battery was about 2 volts. Okay, now that's way too low. So who's responsible for locking this battery? If you want to put names to the chip that is the most probable cause, is here. This is the BQ chip. Okay, let's see. You see, this is our BQ chip, and then we have some resistors, another chip in there. But this is the chip that handles the communication and it handles the battery. Okay, so the best way forward from here would be to get a working battery and try to unlock it. Okay, see if it's working with a good working battery before we do anything else. I mean, the board looks absolutely pristine. Okay, check it out, the board is like new. Also, keep in mind that we do have communication from the laptop side. Okay, clean this a little bit. We have communication from the laptop side, but not from the BQ. Now, if you plug in this is the coil in here that's charging the battery. Okay, so if you plug in the charger, okay, it's negotiating, and if we measure the voltage on this coil, wait, let's put it. You see 12.6 volts. You see, let's see, check it out. You see 12.6 volts. So the laptop is trying to charge the battery, but the battery is not accepting charge. Okay, next step forward, try to get a working battery and try with a working battery, see what's going on. Okay, now for now we are going to put everything together like this, like nothing ever happened in here. You see, right, something like that. And we are going to take this and put this in here like nothing ever happened. You see, there's not even dust in here. You see, this is beautiful. What I think happened, okay, they left it without use for some time. The battery got to about 2 volts, okay, and once you go to the 2 volts, the BQ chip sensed that something wrong with the battery. You can't have a battery with 2 volts, right? So what he did, he did what he should have done, locked the battery. Okay, he doesn't know why it's got only 2 volts. Okay, is it because the customer forgot to charge the laptop? Is it because the battery has a problem? Why is this battery only have 2 volts when it should have 11? So in some cases it blows the fuse up and then it locks. Some cases it just blows the fuse. If you can rebuild the fuse, then it might work. Not in our case. Okay, in some cases is not blowing the fuse but is locking the battery. Okay, so before start taking the board out, doing anything to the board, okay, let's put it all back together. Let's talk to the customer. and see what's going on, okay? Because another thing it does, I'll show you now, it gets stuck on the Apple logo, okay? Now this could be because of the battery as well, because okay, so let's see, if I plug in the charger, okay, turn off this light. If I plug in this charger, hopefully we didn't kill it, okay, you see 20 volts, laptop is coming on, you see. Okay, so the laptop is probably on now. Yep, but it stays like this, and I can hear the fans going faster and faster and faster and faster, okay. You see, the laptop is on, it's working fine, you see. Look at the cups, okay. It's just, I think it's panicking. So in this video we are going to replace the battery on this Mac. We've seen it in the previous video, the battery was absolutely dead. So we have the battery in here, the replacement battery. This is an A2179. And give me 1 second, let me remove the screws and we'll have a look inside, okay? Okay, so all the screws are out. And we take a suction cup and we pull it. And it comes out, okay? Okay, so our battery is in here, the connector is in here, okay? What we are going to do, we are going to, let's see if I can test it without installing the battery, right? Ah yeah, beautiful. The cable is plenty. Pressing the power button and it's coming on. Okay, let's see if it's charging now. Okay, let's have a look. So if I plug the charger now, .6, 1.9 is beautiful. It is charging and is going to recovery. This is beautiful. Okay, so let's replace this battery, okay? To replace this battery is going to be a bit of a pain, but we can do it. First, let's disconnect the touchpad. Okay, very gentle, we don't want to. Now what we need to do, using a plastic spudger, we remove the cable for the right speaker, and then in here on the bottom, you see, we have a pull tab. Let's pull it gently, you do not want this to break. gentle as it. And this is out, it's not out yet, right? Now we have this screw in here. What screw is this? Let's see. It's the same like before, right? Okay, so we have this screw in here. And the right speaker is out. Okay. Now let's disconnect the left speaker again. Insert the spudger in this side and the speaker comes out. Then we remove the speaker. We have one screw. Again, we have a pull tab in here. Ah, man. Now this is not good. This is not nice. Let me see if I can grab this pull tab. Or it's gone forever. Okay, so it is probably gone forever. No, it's in here. Let me see if I can just it's here. It's here, come on. I see it, I see it. If I can just grab it. Okay, let's go slowly, okay? Slowly. Slowly is faster. No, don't pull, don't. Let's lift again a little bit. Okay, so I got it. If I can get it, if not, it's okay. I got it, see? I got it! Let's make sure this time we don't break it. And now there's no way I can get it again. That's okay. I'm gonna use a little bit of alcohol and we're getting out the old-fashioned way, okay? That's it. Okay, it's out. Okay, let's remove the excess, okay? That's beautiful. Okay. Now, we have two more screws that we need to remove. One is in here. These are the screws from the tray, okay? One. And the second one. Okay. And now we have three pull tabs in each side. Okay, so let's be gentle, okay? Let's do it. Let's be gentle, gentle, gentle. Is out. The second one is out. And the last one. And this is out, okay? Now we have to do the same on this side, okay? So you don't want to lift it like that because you're going to break it. You want to go straight like this. I mean, you can say whatever you want about Apple, but you have to give them credit for, look how beautiful it is. Okay, so I think we removed all of them. Now gently with this cable, okay, and it's out. Now this comes without any adhesive. Okay. Okay, so we got it out. I forgot to click on the play button. The new battery comes with no adhesive at all. So we kind of have to put some. Okay. It's not as beautiful as the Apple one, but it will do the job. Now, this battery has some screws in here, and this one don't. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Okay. No. Let's not glue the old battery back, okay? Now this is easy to know where it should go because we have the screws in here. Okay, so okay. So this is from here. So I have to put the bottom screw in here. You have to put the bottom screw on the other side. Okay. It looks so much taller than this one. Okay. Okay, let me see. Does the cover go back in? Yeah. It looks taller than the other one. I don't know why. Now, okay, so I removed it because I didn't like it much. It was sticking too much outside. It turned out it was a plastic that you have to remove from the other side as well. So I removed the other plastic and I put another row of double-sided tape to make it stronger. We don't want this to move away. And now let's see. You see on top of this there was a plastic, okay? Now let's put it back in. Let's align it with the screws we have in here. And now let's press it down. And is it holding? Of course it's holding. Let's see. You see, it's not coming out. Okay. So now we can continue. Let's put these two screws. You have to put the screws from the tray. Okay. You see, this battery is not going to move anywhere because it's also screwed in. Okay. So. Okay. And now we have to put this in here. So let's remove the protective from here. Let's screw it in. Beautiful. And let's put the speaker connector. Okay. Now let's remove the... Okay, so I forgot to press on the pause button again. Anyway, the battery is back reconnected. I put the speaker in. The speaker is easy to fit. The touchpad with the two screws and the battery is in place. Okay, so let's open it up. And it's already coming on. Okay, so let's give it a minute. Let's put the cover back in. Okay. Okay, so let's put the screws back in. One. It's coming on. Okay, so it's coming on. I'll have to edit the video, but it is coming on. You see we have in here the battery. If we plug in the power, let's see if it's charging. Let me turn it off. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. 20 volts, 1.43 amps, so it's charging fine. I'm gonna leave it for a minute. Okay, and we'll check. It was 60% the battery a minute ago, 59%. Let's leave it 10 minutes and see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see if the battery is more than 59% that it was a minute ago. Yeah, so the battery is now 82%. Okay, it's obviously charging fine. The keyboard is working, the mouse is working. Okay, let's turn it off. You see the battery is charging. So this was the video, how to change the battery and diagnose the battery on this MacBook Air 2020, I think it is. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.